So you want to buy a house. The market is offering fewer homes for sale. There are affordability challenges, the tight inventory, it's limiting choices. And it's driving up home prices and mortgage rates. They're not 3% anymore. And with 80% of homeowners having mortgage rates below 5% and 25% have rates under or below 3%, we have what I call a lock-in effect. Homeowners are unwilling to sell as rates of a new home would be much higher. So if you really want to buy a home, I have these 7 tips for you to buy a home in this low inventory market. Diane Cardano-Casacio here to help you stop paying rent and buy a home, if that's what you want to do. Or if it's your second home and you need a bigger house, growing family, these tips might help you as well. There's no reason to sit on the sidelines until the tide changes. So take charge of your home journey. Here's my 7 tips on how to buy a home in this low inventory market. Like I said, if that's what you choose to do, let's get started. First, get pre-qualified, pre-approved, and do a budget worksheet. Now, nobody wants to do a budget worksheet, but when I sit down and do it with people, they love it afterwards. And if you want to buy a home, you have to look at every expense down to your Starbucks coffee and see where you can change your livelihood in order to afford a home. Now, it's a temporary thing. You just need to get into the house. You need to get that mortgage. And when we do the worksheet, we then will understand exactly what you need to do to save to buy a home, where you're spending money every month, because you're going to get pre-qualified. Like I said, you have to do it. Now, I know getting pre-qualified sounds passé, but it does set you apart from the serious buyer, because there's so many people that come to me and say, I want to buy a house. They saw on Zillow, they walked in the open house, now they want to buy. They come to me to be their realtor, but they haven't even looked at their finances. So understanding what it takes to get approved, there are so many different mortgage programs. There's some great, fantastic grant programs. They're giving money away right now. There's this $15,000 grant program, first come, first serve. It's called First Front Door. It went from $5,000 last year to $15,000 this year. It opens up April 16th. You want to get with my lender, Krista Lowry from First Citizens Community Bank, get on our list. Because once you get on the list, then you have 6 months to buy a house. So the link to get approved and her contact info is below if you want to do that. You have to get prepared, and get pre-qualified gives you a firm budget. This way you won't be wasting time looking at properties that are just ultimately out of your price range. Number 2, find the right real estate agent. The MLS is not the end-all be-all of housing availability, and experienced agents have extensive contacts that may have information on coming soon listings or off-market listings, which gives you the significant edge. The company I partner with, EXP, has Zenlist. They just opened it up where there'll be exclusive listings of EXP agents that are coming on the market whenever, how long from now, and they're coming soon. In the MLS, you can only do 3 weeks, or on social media or Zillow, any of those platforms. You only see listings that are 3 weeks. You're not allowed to put your listings up more than 3 weeks. So these listings you'll never see online, because you're not allowed to market homes, like I said, more than 3 weeks. But this exclusive listing platform will allow that. Now, there's other companies might have that as well. At the same time, you need an agent who you can trust and you can work with, because finding a home is time-intensive task. Find an agent who has the time, who meets all your needs, and start by asking a lender or friends or family for referrals. Check out our customer reviews. You can give us a call, set up an interview with them, maybe with 2 or 3 agents, ask about their experience, training, licensing. Finally, trust your instinct. If someone looks good on paper but doesn't seem like the right fit for you, as with any service professional, you just need to feel good about the person you're working with. Make sure they have a team of people who can show you a house at any time. We have like 18 people who can actually show you a house whenever, because what if the house goes on the market and they're having showings today and offers tomorrow? You have to be able to get in quickly and have somebody working for you. Number 3, consider a fixer-upper, what I call an ugly listing. Now, I've been saying this for 3 years now. I have a list of contractors that I get my client to work with, and I get them into a fixer-upper or ugly listing, and we spend the time to get the house exactly the way you want it, much cheaper, or maybe the same price as the house they wanted to buy that was already fixed up, because all the pretty listings, they're selling for more money, their prices are being jacked up, and they're the ones everybody's looking at. Nobody's looking at these ugly listings. So consider these listings a fixer-upper or ugly listing. If you're only looking at move-in ready homes, your options are going to be very limited. Now, a fixer-upper will be priced lower, could potentially get you in a neighborhood with a higher property values. And better yet, you have the freedom to customize the home to your preferences. Number 4, cast a wider net. And what I mean by that is, if you're working remotely, there's no need to be closer to things, where homes are more expensive. Well, just a little bit further, just explore areas that you really weren't sure about. didn't even know about. And when you get your realtor, they can explain the different areas to you, because each area does have different tax structure. For example, if you buy a house in Cheltenham Township, taxes on a $400,000 home could be $10,000 a year. Or if you go to Abington, the town right next door, similar home, taxes are only $5,000. So you have to really watch where you're going and making sure it fits in your budget. You may have your heart set, now I understand, on a specific neighborhood, but no amount of desire is going to make homes come on the market there. So if you're not prepared for a long wait, your best bet is to widen your search. Start by identifying what you like about this area that you wanted to live in, such as maybe mature trees or large yards or walkability or style of home. Then talk to your agent about other locations that may offer these same amenities. You never know. Number 5, be flexible on move-in date and possibly even offer a rent back. Flexible moving dates, I say that because some sellers want to sell quickly, or maybe they want a long settlement date. You see a lot of empty homes today, don't you, on the market? It's because a lot of people who are coming on the market are estates, people who have passed away, or they're moving into a nursing facility or assisted living. They want to move fast, so most likely they're ready because they need the money. Give them whatever time they want. Also, another example, if they haven't finalized a purchase on their new construction for a home, they need a longer settlement date, incentivize them to accept your offer. If you give them whatever date they want, tell the people, or even better, offer them a rent back, agree to buy their home from them now, settle on the house, allow them to rent the home from you for a fixed period after settlement, and it will decrease your costs. It'll give you more time to make your own arrangements. Also, they will pay you exactly what your mortgage payment is, or maybe more. Usually for new construction, there's usually somewhere a wait between 3 and 4 months. I find that when someone goes on the market, they're looking for 3 or 4 months, and they're usually looking for this incentive so they can stay and pay your mortgage payment. Another option. Number 6, make a solid first offer. Tight housing markets aren't favorable for haggling. So the strategy of lowballing the price and leaving room to negotiate upward or asking for a lot of concession for cosmetic flaws like paint and flooring, it's kind of risky, especially in the seller's market. So this is why having an experienced agent like us can be your ally, help you tailor an offer that will get the seller's attention and bring them to the table, while other potential buyers may waste time offering sellers things that they won't even consider. I know when I have multiple offers on our properties, do a lot of the listings, say 8, 10, or 20 offers, whatever we have, we just pick out the creme de la creme. People have come to the plate and say, hey, I want to buy this house. I'll give you whatever you want, any settlement date you want. I'll do a rent back from you. I'll waive the home inspection. I'll waive the appraisal. And I am financially ready to go. Here's my proof of funds. Those are the people who are getting the homes. At least the ones that I'm selling, probably about 95% of them did that. That's what you kind of need to do. So the seller wants someone who's going to be flexible. And also, if someone comes to you and says, well, listen, we looked at 5 offers, coming to you first. Can you do this? If you want the house, say yes right away. Because an hour later, they're going to go right to the other buyer and they'll buy the house right from under you. So don't haggle if you really want this house. And we can talk about that too when it gets to that point. We'll help you through that process. Number 7, build your own home. Now, this option may take a little longer. Maybe there's not land around where you want to live, but if you can get some land, it'll give you the advantage of being able to customize your home for your needs. Now, I come from a family of custom home builders, and if you can find a lot, we can build a house for you, or we can find someone to build a house for you. So if you maybe want a loft instead of a second floor, maybe you want French doors instead of an extra bedroom on the first floor, they can customize your cabinets, your flooring, your paint colors, and you'll end up with a home that's worth the wait. Now, in our area in Montgomery County, if you want to build a home, you got to go pretty far out to get a lot, further out from the city. So you may not exactly want to do that, but it's an option. And they're giving out so many incentives today for other new construction developments. If you don't build your own home, maybe you're buying new construction in a development type thing. They're giving a lot of incentives right now. So there you have it. 7 tips for you to help you if you want to purchase a home right now. If that's something you want to do, just give me a call. Text anytime. My number's below, or go to my calendar, dianescalendar.com. Just start with a conversation. What we do is a Zoom call. We'll get your budget worksheet done. I know you might not want to do that, but get you pre-approved, and we'll figure out your game plan. It might not be for a year or 2 that you can actually buy. Let's find out. Let's start getting you into these grant programs. Figure out exactly what you want to do, and we'll tell you, hey, it's not possible, and tell you what you need to do and plan ahead. Having a plan is great. But just don't go run out looking for Zillow or Realtor.com, walk into a house and say you like that house, Because what happens is you're stuck working with that realtor who works for the seller. If you don't have somebody, you haven't done all the things I told you to do already, like get approved, and find your realtor. So if you are looking to buy and want to know more about the grant programs, watch that next video and give me a call or Krista a call about the $15,000 grant that opens up April 16th. Get on the waiting list. It's first come, first serve. Diane Cardano says, see you on the next one.